Hey, new review today. Very excited to share with you. NewAge number 28G Commander. Lucullu? I don't know. But that is some awesome artwork. I don't understand the whole dead face thing, but very, very cool. This is, of course, NewAge's take on powered Convoy. So the Diaclone version of Ultra Magnus, which was basically their powered up version of Convoy, which is their prime. So yeah, so very, very cool. Very happy to get this. The super obvious truth of slaughter doesn't make any sense. There he is on the back. There he is again. You know, very, very, very cool. Got this a little whiles back. Just putting the review together right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contents and check it out. Okay, so here we have Lucullu. I think we're sticking with Lucullu. That's what we're going to call him. So yeah, and this is how he comes packed in his alternate mode, which is cool. And it looks really, really fantastic, actually. I really, really dig it. But before we get into that, just to show off a couple of other things you get the instructions, of course, double-sided this time. You get some hands, much bigger than the previous hands because they are for the bigger bot. So, yeah, you get some hands there pointing and displayed just on one sprue. You get two separate guns, so Ultra Magnus's gun. So even with that little port on the bottom for, you know, I don't think he can hold it, but, you know, for the smaller robot to hold it. And you get Prime's gun, too, for some reason. So, which is, you know, that's appreciated. It's very cool. And you also do get a sword, which is really cool. He never had a sword prior, but, you know, it's cool. I think that they had this just because of the release of Slaughter and Famine, who are both, you know, the Shattered Glass and Nemesis Prime versions of the mold came with a sword, so gave him a sword too. Why not? Very, very cool. And of course you get a little alternate face, which I'm going to lose, and I'll show you that once we get to the alternate mode, or the robot mode, I should say. So yeah, I did get this guy from the Chosen Prime, so yeah, get most of my NewAge stuff and Diaclone stuff. So yeah, the colors are really, really great. And it looks really good. I really dig it. So, yeah. Just to do a quick comparison here with another guy I got. Sorry, I'm just looking for him. Here's the Magic Square version. As you can see, he's actually to scale with some of the other vehicles, and this guy's he's just teeny. I don't love the way the cab works. I don't love the way the cab doesn't come off and become another robot or anything. It's just, oops, it's smacking him. It's just not as good. And bigger than all that, the color blue is much more vibrant, and the red just looks a lot better. I wish he had these. These type of missiles are what the Ultra Magnus has, and I don't know why they changed it. But I guess cool, new part, but weird. Yeah. But that's what it looks like with that guy. And some Diaclone cars. So that's what it looks like with the cars. So I don't have any of the mini cars available. But unfortunately, neither one of these guys will really fit in here. The ramps do come down. They don't touch the ground. I mean, you could use your imagination, but he's not going to fit in there. He's too wide. And same thing with Jazz. It's just too wide. So, you know, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, those guys, they should be able to fit there, no problem. So, but yeah, and it is all detailed in here. These will just come up when you don't want them to, but it is all detailed. Yeah, really nice. Looks like a ramp. You can, of course, because he's a car carrier, you could just put one of these guys up here and put a smaller guy down there, so that's possible. But yeah, but as you can see, much closer to scale. Definitely still not in scale, but you know, in comparison, much better. So yeah, very cool, very happy with that. So first we'll take a look at the powered Convoy body, so the Optimus Prime. So to get this apart, you gotta split his legs apart, and that's just how that works. It's just split his legs apart or put them together, stick this in there, and there you have it. So we'll just set this whole thing aside for now and focus on the little Optimus here, little blue Optimus, and looks really fantastic. For David, who I should be getting fairly soon, they remolded a bunch of this stuff, so it doesn't work the same way at all, and the whole back end is completely different for the cap. So it's pretty interesting how they did this. So, but yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's not too terrible. So yeah, looks pretty good, in fact. So let's just get it transformed, get him transformed. So we'll just start by opening up everything, his legs and whatnot. His legs are pretty cool how they work. Just want to get that opened, get that folded down. This will fold down. That'll fold up. That'll become the leg. And let's see here. You want to get this part. Let's see here. You want to get this opened and fold it that way. There you go. Get this folded around. Sorry, this tank will actually go inside of the leg. I believe. Oh yeah, it will not. Sorry, now I'm lost as to how this works. There we go. It goes around this way. Wow. Yep. Just like that. So let's see. I want to get this piece down. Oh. His feet are just, yeah, the tank goes on the outside. I apologize. Of course it goes on the outside. I'm making way more out of it than it is. So let's just try it again from this angle. Fold this wheel down, and that'll become the foot. All right. And then fold this piece down. All right. Like that. And then that's the trick, is it kind of, there's a little tab there that smushes in there. And open this up, close it around the foot. Boom. I was just saying how the legs work really well. It's really cool. Couldn't figure it out. So yeah. But there you have that. Oh god. All right. Open this up. You fold that down if you want, and fold that down. That'll connect in there. It'll hold this whole thing together. And you want to just start Optimus priming him. So the doors will open, which is something I didn't make mention of prior, but you know, in cab mode, that doors will open, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you want to get those open so you can get the arms out of the way. Get those out of the way. Bring this whole thing around. You can now, this will just come off, of course. But you do want to swing this around. I think you can just leave it this way, orientated this way all the time, to be honest. But it does swing around. So it's something moves. So all right, so this little grill part will come out, pull out a little bit, and you want to just give enough clearance to turn these around and then turn this around. Now you want to fold all this stuff up right here and fold it in like that. And then while this is rotated this way, kind of feed it in back here. Actually, first you want to rotate his arms there. There we go. And you want to have enough clearance here for, maybe you don't want to fold that just yet, so you have enough clearance for this to come out, and as it comes out, it'll rotate. Oh, there we go. We have to push this in first. All that wants, you want all that to sit flush there, and then rotate that. There we go. This will just come down, which is nice. But that's his new chest there. It goes in front of the old chest, which I feel like was a complaint of this figure, but it actually doesn't look bad at all. I feel like I had that issue with it when I saw the initial pictures, but it looks really good. So you just want to fold these up, fold the wheels up, and this whole thing. Actually fold this down and then bring the wheels up because they'll fit a little groove back there. There we go. And then bring his head out. And it just comes up like that. And then this piece just folds onto his back. Pretty much have him, just want to fold, swing his arms around or his hands around, and then fold that piece in. And he's got an extra weird bend there, just because how his arm works. But yeah, so of course, fumbling through transformations always. Here we go. There he is. He looks freaking awesome. Just a really cool looking Optimus, blue Optimus. So that Diaclone Optimus Prime. So he's got the yellow eyes, black helmet. It looks really pretty cool. You can see the Matrix in there. This works exactly like Ultra Magnus. So when David's here, you'll see that this is a little different. You can open this up, but it is so hard to get a fingernail in there. And this is all painted because it's on clear plastic. There you go. But yeah, it's in there. It's colored blue. You can theoretically get it out, but without a tool, I don't see how you could do that. So, but you know, you can't open them up, and you know, because of his articulation there, you can have him doing that whole thing. So, pretty cool. Cool little extra there. So, as far as the articulation here, his head, as you can see, it's got this, it's on a little hinge here and a ball joint, and then it'll look straight up in the air. Down a little bit if you move his head back, but his head will move back and forward a little bit too. So arms, you know, all that stuff, rotation there. He's got that extra joint there. Elbow bend. His hands. Now his hands work the same way as all the other figures, but he doesn't come with extra hands per se for his, you know, for the core robot mode. So now he does have an awesome waist, super good ab crunch. Legs will go forward and back. All the hip skirts and everything will go out of the way. That's on a ball joint, so it'll go all the way out. Rotate, it'll go up and down as well, just like their version of Megatron. Really good knee. And then ankle, the toes kind of go up, but not down. But more than enough articulation to get him in some really awesome poses. So you can, of course, give him his gun. He can hold any of the accessories. I just, you know, because it's Optimus Prime, I want to give him his Prime gun. So, yeah, really, really freaking cool looking. Yeah, cleans up super nice, too. So, there's that. And just for comparison, here's Pistolonix. And, you know, alternate universe, good guy, bad guy type thing. So, that's pretty awesome. Same sort of color scheme as well. So, yeah, very cool. So, just for a couple more comparisons. All right, so here's Jazz, aka Monero, or Martina Monero, just for scale here, and blue streak, so, and or Kit. So yeah, that's what they look like. That's how they scale with some of the smaller car bots that we saw earlier. So I think pretty good. I mean, I think that looks pretty good, pretty accurate scale, you know, as far as the leader and you know, regular car guys. So not bad. And just for one more here is the, I think, transporter. I think that's what they're calling them. So Delta Magnus, who's essentially who this the Transformers version of the character is, Delta Magnus. So yeah, there he is. That's all of Diaclone powered Convoy versus just the core robot. So yeah, very cool. Very decent scale. So in order to get him into his armored up mode, we're just gonna leave the legs the way they are. Take his gun out of his hand, and we gotta, you know, transform him, de-transform him just a tiny bit. So you want to get these things down, and you want to be careful with these when you're moving them. There are some little tabs here, but everything is painted, so just be careful that you don't get chips and stuff. So I'll get those out of the way so you can rotate this out of the way, so you can get this out of the way, so you can get his arms back the way they were. And then kind of just put everything back the way it was. So let's see here. What's getting stuck? What are we? There we go. Getting hung up right there. Or not. Well, yeah, there we go. All right, and then, you know, just bring everything back the way it was. All that stuff, but now his arms are kind of way back here. And as far as his head, you just want to bring this back, fold his head down. And let's see here. I think you want to just do that. So let's see here. Yeah, it'll just fold flat there. And this, unfortunately, I'm not sure if the, I don't have the Ultra Magnus, but I'm not sure if this is an issue here as well with that one, but this doesn't really fold flush just because of how the way the hinge works, and it's just super rounded right here. I mean, you could fix that if it really bothers you, but you know, or maybe you don't have the issue at all. But yeah, not a big deal either way. So there you have that. And you want to bring his arms up like this and just fold them down. So just like that. So yeah. So now you're ready for the rest of them. I'll put this away. So in order to get this transformer, we're basically going to take it apart. These peg in here. There's a little tab that goes right there. I'll just set those aside for now. And these do come in 2 pieces. So this piece is separate. So, you know, you can orient them however you want. So, yeah. It's like a little pad there. I don't know. I don't really get it on the bottom there. Whatever. But yeah, so you want to get that out, and then we'll just start pulling everything apart. So get these panels up and separate this from this, and then this hip skirt will just some tabs right there on either side that it'll just tab into, and get these untabbed from the, I guess, the waist. Get all that separated out, and the thighs are right here, so you want to take those out as well. So, and we can put these on right away. So just go on like that. So now his thighs are all silver and bulkier. And then for the foot, pretty simple. You just bring that all up, fold that all back, fold this around, but not just yet. Bring this down and over and then up. So yeah. So yeah. And then there's that. And then for this whole section, you want to separate these parts from each other and bring them around. And then these will fold in like this. And then this is kind of cool with the arm. So fold the fist down, slide this whole thing up like that. So that's how that works. And then the whole arm will fold in on itself and like that. So then his head, just bring it up and down. There you have that. So for the little hip skirt, just want to orient it that way and then just fold it in right there. And that should stay in place, no problem. Bring the legs in, put his leg in there, fold that up, fold that closed, and that's pretty much that. So, and this will, the back section will tab into his leg, his actual leg. So, and this will close up, securing that. He's probably going to get a little bit taller here. So, move that just a little bit. And then just slide this whole thing right on like that. Close this up, and that'll tab in there. And there you have them. Very cool. Now, as far as these, the way these work, there are two different sides. So one's got a peg, one's got a doesn't. So you can actually peg them together. This is how they come in the box. So I don't really serve a purpose. See a purpose for that. You can't hold it, but you know, I guess for packaging. So that one will go there, and then this one will go right there, and then this little part is fold up. Yeah, very, very cool. Very good looking guy. Yeah, like it a lot. That paint right there looks really good. Yeah, all the details, super good. It cleans up really well too. And you know, those fists aren't that bad. Since they're facing down, they don't even look like fists. And yeah, just detail wise, really, really awesome. Now, as far as his head, the face will come off in the same way as most of these guys' faces. I almost don't want to mess with it because I like this face better. But you could put the creepy face on here if you want. Ugh. So there's that face. And as promised, here's the creepy face. It's made out of clear plastic, probably because it was gang molded with the sword. But yeah, and the windshields. But extra creepy because it's see-through. So, and then his whole face is red in the back. So his whole head is red, I should say. So extra creepy. Not quite the art on the box, but creepy. Super creepy. And this does open because it is just Ultra Magnus. So you have access to that, and that'll open. So you can, you know, if you have the Ultra Magnus one, you can do that whole putting the matrix in there deal. But yeah, and of course he's got his gun. Oh, I never tried. Now he's got no clearance. I don't think he could hold it with that, but now you can give him his big old gun. You can give him his other gun if you want, or you could give him his sword. So he's got his gun and a sword and his super creepy face. So yeah, articulation wise, he doesn't really lose too much. He's got the ankle still and the knee. You know, it's got the full 90, so his legs are just a little heavier now. But you know, the waist works the same way. He's still got all of that ab crunch and rotation and all that stuff. The arms, you know, same deal. He just doesn't have that extra motion there, but his arm does go out actually, so maybe he does. He could you know, use that. So yeah, and of course the head, yeah, everything you want, everything you need, all that stuff. So very, very cool. I don't like the face. I'm so sorry. Just give him the regular face. And there he is with the smaller guys here. Yep, very cool. Here he is with Pistolonics. And of course, the Magic Square version. So as you can tell, a huge, just huge step forward from this guy. So really nailed it. So really dig it. Very cool. So yeah, like I said, I got this from the Chosen Prime. I honestly love this figure. I think it's so great. I'm definitely going out and getting the David for sure. Just the core Optimus body is super great. And if you can pick up any version of the mold, whether it be Famine or Slaughter, the black Nemesis version or the purple Shattered Glass version, this guy or actual Ultra Magnus, they're all, I would assume, great because that core figure is just so fantastic. So yeah, and as far as Diaclone fans and all that stuff, this is just, it's great. So it's really good. So let me know what you guys think of the review. Leave a like and all that stuff, or don't leave a dislike, and I won't, and no one will see it. But I'll see you guys on the next one.